number one, you got to be truthful, you got to be honest, and you got to be straightforward. We can't mislead people. But it is not misleading to say to any potential tourist that our beaches, the vast majority of our beaches, are beautiful, the water is clean, the fish are biting, and they can go scalloping.
There's no one who wants this thing over more than I do. You know, I'd like my life back.
The embattled CEO of oil giant BP, who famously said he wanted his life back while overseeing the company's response to the Gulf oil spill, is apparently getting just that. Tony Hayward will step down on October 1st.
It's a welcome change, but just changing faces and not changing corporate philosophies doesn't really get you anywhere.
Hayward faced public and political anger over his handling of the spill. BP now combating the public relations disaster by putting an American face on the British company. Robert Dudley, a longtime BP employee, will take Hayward's place.
I've spent the last 3 months every day on the Gulf Coast, and I'm going to focus for the next month and a half on what we're doing in the Gulf Coast, our relationships to the Gulf Coast and in Washington.
Hayward will get a year's salary, $1.6 million, and will be reassigned to a project in Russia. Dudley, who grew up in Mississippi, has been in charge of day-to-day oil spill leadership since June. Admiral Thad Allen, the man overseeing the disaster response for the federal government, says their relationship is solid.
I talked to
Along with the leadership change, BP also announced it took a $17.2 billion loss in the second quarter, providing the first snapshot on the company's financial performance since the oil spill began. In Washington, I'm Nicole Collins.
At 5:30 this morning, Greenpeace activists launched a covert operation. Small teams fanned around central London and they hit almost 50 BP petrol stations, just like this one here. Look what they did. They put their banner over BP's logo, and then they put ones like this one up saying closed, moving beyond petroleum. I spoke to Greenpeace and I asked, why are they doing this?
Today BP have announced that they're changing the boss, and I think that what we want to do is make them not just rearrange the deck chairs but actually look at the whole future direction of the company.
Greenpeace says that when they got here everything was calm. They spoke to the station managers. The station managers were given a letter explaining why they were doing this. The police were called and that there was